So the YouTube motivation is hard. It is very hard for me at the moment this year with Nintendo Ninja News, and I thought I'll talk about this sort of thing for this week's video. It's sort of the thing I've been thinking about since basically saying, for Nintendo Ninja News, I can't basically save up for the Switch 2. I think by the time I can get it, it's going to be like the end of this year or next year. I don't even know. I have no idea. I think that's what makes it a bit difficult to sort of predict with these things. And especially like not being able to get the console launch and my general burnout with doing YouTube. I still love live streams and making videos and stuff like that. But when you've been doing the same thing for 10 years and I've invested, thousands of dollars into the channel over the years, when I was working and not working and whatever, and sort of neglecting my health and things like that. I think um, I sort of kind of got sick and tired of doing it. So, and wanted to do, um, different things in life. So having more of a balance of social life and online life and things like that. So I think that was, one of the things I was sort of resenting myself, with my depression and things like that is, you know, I, I feel like I'm investing and putting in so much into this channel, but I feel like I don't get back what I feel like I should get back. The reward is just not there. And then that's not um, it's not anything against the lots of people that have supported me and the wonderful people that I've met because of Nintendo Engineers. So there's been some amazing moments and, people that I've met because of the channel. But, it's hard to save up for a console by yourself. It's been difficult to save up for the PC stuff, and we've had some great support for that. But it has been a real slog doing it for 10 years and then using your food budget money to prop up the channel, and get games for it and stuff like that, and upkeep and get upgrades for this, which was probably not the best idea, but it was probably the only way to fast track things when you don't get that much YouTube money, you don't get that much donations type stuff. It's very up and down. Some months are pretty good, other months are dry. So it's a very up and down sort of nature of how this sort of thing happens. But so, I said to myself after doing 10 years, I'm like, I've got to step back and just do maybe a video once every 2 weeks, maybe not do shorts anymore. If I'm inspired to do it, I'm not the biggest fan of shorts. I like doing the cute little cat videos every now and again, but it is difficult to come up with content. And with live streams, I enjoy it because it's a way for me to do videos, but also be social. It's like my little online social pub. We chat to Dale, we chat to all the other people that we know who come into our streams. And sometimes it's quiet, sometimes it gets a bit busy in the chat room. So we try to get people to chat and say hello and talk about things. So, that's some of the stuff that, I still enjoy to do. So I can't and sometimes I feel a bit guilty, like, well, it is core Nintendo Ninja News. You got to keep updated with the news all the time. But I've been doing that for 10 years, and I feel like I just can't keep going at the breakneck speed that I used to years ago. So I hope hope that things continue to work out. The diet's going well, and I'm trying to work out some exercise stuff. But you know, we're gonna keep things a step at a time. So, I think that's all I've got to say about the matter. The motivation is very hard at times to make videos for YouTube in general because, I want to have a bit more of a balance in life. So we'll see what will happen. So, but yeah. So a big thanks to everyone who watched this video. I guess I shall sign off, and we'll see what next week brings with more diet and cat update, I guess, for the vet tomorrow. All right. So, ciao.